What countries are you operating in right now?
At the moment now we are in India, Malaysia, in Australia. We've got a project for hydrogen in Canada, and we will be looking to try and see if we can expand some of those geographies, potentially markets in which there are good resources and good policies, and we can see that there is potential for us to grow significantly.
What's your exposure in Australia at the moment?
In Australia, we completed the acquisition of Versol in February, and that brought about 420 megawatts of operating capacity. We'll be looking to try and expand that. We've got about 765 megawatts of late-stage development across solar and battery developments. We'll want to try and grow that a bit more. Our targets for Australia is to be between 5 and 8 megawatts, 5 and 8 gigawatts by the end of 2030.
Where is the Versol project? Just tell me a bit more about it.
At the moment now that we have operations in Queensland and in Victoria, I think they are quite a large one in women in Australia, over 100 megawatts, and that's our largest project today. We'd like to see if we can build out some of those and install some battery capacities behind some of these solar farms that we've got. We see Australia as an interesting market where it's got a lot of potential in terms of renewable energy, and we would like to see what we can do to try and help Australia in the energy transition journey.
Yeah, you say you're also operating in India. What's attractive about Australia compared to India? Because they've obviously got a lot of space as well for building solar powered areas. Why Australia?
I think Australia offers quite a number of positives. I think you're right, the resources on solar is huge. Plenty of land obviously available. The wind resource is also very good. Battery developments are also possible. Obviously Australia has got significant mineral deposits for battery developments. But there's also a country where there is open access and very open in terms of investments, in terms of foreign direct investments. So Australia's got quite a number of positives. It's obviously got a great workforce, a highly high quality workforce here that we could leverage, and we could help try and grow our business. So we see this as a high potential market, if you like.
Yeah, Australia obviously has a really skilled workforce. The level of pay and salaries in Australia are much higher than cheaper labour in other parts of the world. How concerned are you with what's happening right now in regards to labour hire and employment law in Australia? We're seeing some strikes at the moment actually up in Western Australia at Chevron and two of their LNG projects. They're having difficulties with workers. Are you worried about potential for that to happen to Gentari?
I think for us, I think we always look to try and create high quality jobs here. Australia, as you say, has got the high level of skilled workforce. That's very important for us. We actually are trying to grow our business here, so we are looking to try and hire quite significantly to try and open our office and to grow our office here in Australia. So as we continue to grow, we will continue to engage with the market and hope that we could attract the right talent in Australia, at the right level of compensation that is appropriate.
Say you want to expand and build more solar farms. What's the easiest way? Is it to start a project from scratch or buy out someone that's already sort of on the way there?
I think for us to try and reach our 5 to 8 gigawatt ambition, I don't think we can do that just by organic growth. I think we will have to do a bit of both. So we will have to acquire when we can, and if the opportunities are correct, and if they come obviously with a significant pipeline. We will try and build out what we've got with our current acquisitions, but we are always in the market to try and find some more opportunities. Australia is if you like, a high velocity market in terms of transactions. There are a lot of opportunities that are available, and we're always constantly on the lookout. So we'll be looking at potentially wind projects, we're looking at solar projects, we're looking at combined projects with batteries.
Are you actively looking at projects right now?
We are constantly in the market looking for opportunities for us to try and reach our targets.
And how do you rate the strength of Australia's transmission grid, generating electricity and then getting it to customers?
I think it is not fair to try and rank countries. Every country has got its own challenges. I think Australia, given its landscape and its landmass, has
vast
got
distances.
Yes, it's got its peculiar challenges. So it will not be a fair comparison if we try and benchmark this against any other country in the region. So I think for us, obviously, it's very important for us to try and get the transmission capacity right in the location in which we would like to generate renewable energy. So we'll continue to try and look for opportunities around those pocket of areas where transmission grids are strong and stable. And obviously, we'd like to look forward to greater investments in the transmission infrastructure, so that we can help accelerate the energy transition for Australia.
And is the idea to create green hydrogen as well in Australia?
We do have interest in looking to produce green hydrogen in Australia. We started to investigate potential opportunities here. So my hydrogen colleagues have been out here a few times looking for opportunities. I think Australia has got that potential. It is a lucky country for many, many decades, and it will continue to be a lucky country for years to come, given the level of resources that it's got available within its shores.
And would the idea be to create the green hydrogen and then ship it back to Malaysia, to Petronas, to use on industrial sites in Malaysia?
I think for hydrogen, I think it could happen in a lot of ways. I think there is potential for export of green hydrogen. I think the Northeast Asia markets, I think that's the
South Korea.
The South Korea and the Japan are two markets which are seriously considering importing green hydrogen. I think those are certainly opportunities that are there. There are also other ways to export, if you like, the green products. So Australia also has potentially the capacity to export green steel, given that the iron ore is also here. So back to my comment that Australia is a lucky country. It's got both the energy resource as well as the minerals there to help the world, if you like, on this energy transition journey.
So you've got about 7 years to go until 2030. How confident are you, and how much money do you think it's going to take to get to 5 gigawatts of electricity generation?
It will be a significant amount. I don't think we're here to try and put any sort of dollar numbers in front of anyone today. It's a significant commitment by our company that we want to try and help the Australian economy grow, the Australian transition to its net zero commitments. Right, the energy transition is here and well underway. Australia is probably one of the countries where it's actually a leader in that transition, and we hope to be part of that journey.
Well, Kian Min Lau, Chief Renewables Officer at Gentari, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Ed. Good to be here.